Here we go. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Christ is King. And welcome to episode 234. Your favorite D list actor coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona, where we missed the huge winter storm. We didn't get any of it. I was stepping out of class at about 4:05, 4:06 on Friday, and the rain had just started there at the college. By the time I got home, there was no rain, and wifey told me that it didn't rain at all because she stayed home sick. She wasn't feeling well, and she's on the couch the whole day. She goes, "No, it didn't rain once." I was like, "Wow, we didn't get any rain. It was supposed to be like raining for 3 days straight, and no rain in the forecast here, no nothing because a big storm was supposed to come through." But we got boop boop, absolutely zero action on that giant storm that everybody else got crushed with. Yeah, it's beautiful outside right now. 65 degrees. I was in the backyard. It's very, very, very nice out. It's very pretty. I put hanging out with the tomato plants. I mean, come on. What else would you want to do on a Saturday? You don't want to stress out like I did. Oh man, look at that. We've already got two watching live. What's going on? We got Mom, we got Johnny. Yeah. And Johnny said they got nothing yet either. Yeah, we did not get hit at all, man. It was just absolutely, like I said, it drizzled over at the college, but by the time I got halfway home, it was down to like just like, and then when I got to the house, there was nothing. We got nothing. And then it said it was supposed to be a 65% chance of rain today. And then I looked at my app before I started the show, and it was like 0% chance of rain. So like it just, boop, we did not get hit. Praise God, we got nothing, man. We did not get hit at all. I mean, I do like the rain for my plants, but we didn't get any winter storms. So that's what I'm talking about. Got some my work. Well, you know how I have that class on Friday that's 6 hours. So I'm only gonna be working out I only got to work out 4 days this week, but they were very good workouts, and I did get a run in. Yeah, sunny in the 50s there. That's what I'm talking about. It's so sunny outside. It's like, oh, we had the cloud cover that looks like the opening part of the Simpsons. That's all. That's all we got. It's blue skies, man. It's really nice clouds. Sun is shining through. Birds are chirping. I got the little hummingbirds are coming over and checking me out earlier today, so it's all good. Okay, well, I hope you guys make it through that, and I hope it's not too bad. You missed us. Thank goodness. And the diet was pretty on point this week. Although I did eat a lot of pasta this week, as wife was on a new recipe kick. So we had a couple of different pasta meals, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't normally eat a lot of carbs, but it was nice to a little switch it up there, and they were delicious. Yeah, we had. So she's making some really, 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 really good stuff. And every time we use butter now, we only use the grass-fed butter. Man, it is day and night when you go from regular cooking, regular butter to the grass-fed butter when you cook everything. Oh, it's so extra, extra delicioso. Let me tell you what. Oh yeah, so I got my run in. It was another one of those where I ran and everything just felt great. I was like, okay, this is so weird. But the next day, Friday, yesterday, my back was on fire. Tell you what, feel a lot better today though. Feeling a lot better today. First week of school is done, but we'll get all into the school stuff at the end of the show because well, that's when that segment comes in to play. The hair is getting muy long. We will be filming February my birthday weekend, the 27th and 28th, out in the dunes, my friend. Yes, we will, and I will be playing death, and then after that, I'm gonna get this shag. This shag is gonna get taken off, but I kind of like it right now. I don't know. I'm digging it. My wife don't like it, but I kind of like it. It just goes through those stages because, like, you wake up one morning, you're looking at it, you're like, ugh, what the heck? And then 2 days later, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. And like 5 days later, you're like, what the? And then it's like, oh yeah, it's cool again. It's weird. It's just the hair does really weird stuff. Oh, and if you're keeping track at home, we still only have one active bathroom. Shower's good to go. Yay, we got the explosions. I had been because we thought the shower was leaking, or I told you guys about that. It's not. It was just the toilet, so it's all good. We I've been taking a bath, like I said, like I was a kid, and I didn't bring any of my action figures, so my baths were just boring and quick. But I'm so happy to be taking a shower. I'm gonna take a shower today, and I'm gonna shave all this off my neck. Oh, it's gonna be so magnificoso. I do have to deal with some of these skin tags though. Ugh, I hate those things. Blech. Writing this week, all the writing I'm doing currently is going to be done in school, but we didn't write anything this week. We just had the opening stuff for the class. But like I said, I'll get to that part of the show later. I'm just going through my board here and make sure I cover everything. Oh, and after this, I tomorrow I will be working on episode 5 of the toy show that I just started. And I've got all the action figures right here. And I figured out how I'm going to do the unboxing now without making the sound. So yeah, all squared away. I'm looking forward to shooting episode 2 tomorrow. A very busy day tomorrow because I have first thing I get up in the morning. I got a lot of homework to do. But once again, that's at the end of the show. This week, reading the Bible, I am still on Numbers. It is a very it's a very long read. It's not like when I'm reading the New Testament and you get to a story and you're just like, oh man, I gotta read this whole thing. But with the Old Testament, I understand Leviticus and Numbers are the hardest to get through. Once you get through that, then you get you get back to stories and things that So it's I'm looking forward to that. But still, I've read every single, at least a verse, every single day since I've got my Bible. Yeah, because if I couldn't read it in the Bible like this myself, I'd read it at church, or I'd read one on my phone to make sure that every single day, every morning I read that Bible. Yep, I'll tell you, I'm gonna read it through, read it through, and read it through, and read it through. But next time I get my pencil and my highlighter, start taking my notes. Yeah, and then I'll start once I read it all the way through. Then I'll start bringing it to church with me. That way I can take notes. Like I see people doing it all the time. They take their notes. I think that's pretty cool. So just they can understand it even more. Is that all we got? I think it's it. Yeah, we jumped through it, man. 7 minutes on the dot. What's everyone sipping on? What you sipping on? What you sipping on? Of course, like I'm acting like they sponsor me. Dun dun dun, my favorite. So delicioso. I'm having a coffee after. That's my next. I have one of these, then I have my coffee. Of course, I had tons of water. I got to get my Kirkland brand water. This whole house is Costco. Literally, our couch is Costco. TV stand is Costco. The table in front of the couch is Costco. The washer and dryer, Costco. The microwave, the oven, and the refrigerator, Costco. Costco house. I'm wearing Costco sweatpants right now, by the way. Also, yeah, it's all about Costco. If they had action figures, ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Johnny is getting it on this Saturday. Yes, so I got that 1800 cucumber jalapeno tequila. Oh, that'd be a great commercial. Jalapeno tequila. Thank you for that, Johnny. Because I don't let you know when we get to the story, I was stressing out about it so much from last night till this morning. I woke up with a nose bleeding. My nose has pretty much been bleeding for like a couple hours. It had bled because I was just stressing. But we'll get to that when we get back into the school thing. All right, guys, into the first named segment of the show. Hold on, man, this eyelash is just like doing its thing. All right, the first named segment of the show, the social media segment, because we're not just here live. Sometimes on Saturday, we are all over the interwebs. We are over on X, formerly known as Twitter, at TJWIMZ. And you can find us on Instagram also at TJWIMZZ. Just in case my man Axe pops in, I like to say Z for all my UK fans. We're on LinkedIn and Facebook at TJWIMBS, as in bullshit or bullshisa. And you can find me on IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, at imdb.me/TJWIMBS, as in bullshit or bullshisa. What do we got? Okay, so breakfast videos, of course, up on X. I got 3 or 4, I think, this week. It's funny because lately I just get out, I'm ready to eat. I'm so hungry that I just start to eat, and I'm like, oh, dude, you haven't posted your video yet. Oh, so I got to take my bread back off, and you can see a big chunk of eggs missing. And it's hilarious. Plus, I'm still not figuring out how to cook with these really expensive pans. I still just everybody's got them. All these people on the these famous chefs, they're all using them. Don't work the same way for me. I haven't figured it out yet. Wife figured it out. I haven't figured out the new pants yet. It's frustrating. I'm just saying, yeah. And there will be a new Noi. Yeah, it's Noi. There will be a new toy video up this week. I'll be filming it tomorrow, and it will be dropping Tuesday, which will be the new time at 9 a.m. And we do have 4 new action figures, and we are going to be doing an unboxing. Should be a lot of fun. We got some really cool stuff. Great story from my childhood with one of these toys. Actually, 2 great childhood stories, and one of them is a very large toy. It's a toy I wanted when I was a kid, but now I have. And the other one is a toy that I got when I was a kid, and I was so proud when I got it. And Mom, you're gonna love this story next so on the toy show this week on Tuesday. Yeah, you'll love that story. All right. It's about one of my first toys in Oklahoma. Not first toys, but one of the, well, you'll see the story. We got 3 watching live. We got 2 likes. IMDb acting numbers are actually up this week, which is pretty neat. Still very high, but they're nice. And we got 3, boom, 3 new subscribers this week. We are now at 468 subscribers, and thank you guys for coming out on a Saturday, which is so random. Oh, what's going down? That's awesome. I mean, it was just it's a random Saturday because yesterday was a very stressful day, but like I said, we'll get that when we get to the final part of the show. But we're not there yet, so we just can't do that just yet. It's blowing it up. I love it, blowing it up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we smashed through that segment. All right, what you drinking on? Bum, 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 bum. What you drinking on? 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 That's the segment. So, what you drinking on? Can't wait to trim this down too. Yay! I'll forget the name of the segment. Welcome to TJ's Hollywood Seconds. You may have heard this before, but I'm going to tell you again because I like to. We've got 3 things in the news that we're going to talk about. First 2, of course, are sad. We lost 2 great directors. Both passed away at age 76. We lost Mark Jones, writer and director. You may remember his first movie, big movie, The Leprechaun. If you ever saw that one, it's a very good 80s B flick horror. I recommend if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's good stuff. It's one of those. I thought it was pretty funny when I was a kid. It's not a lot of special effects. It's mostly all practical effects, which is really really cool too. And director Roger Allers, he also passed away at 76. And the other thing that came up on the news was the new He-Man trailer. I honestly, after seeing the He-Man trailer, I think everyone who dissed Dolph Lundgren as He-Man owes that man an apology, because after seeing the trailer for the new He-Man, yeah, Dolph Lundgren will go down as the best He-Man of all time. I will be a hard pass on the new He-Man after watching the trailer. And then I found out who was playing Skeletor, which made it even worse because Skeletor comes out. I'm like, yo, Skeletor is yoked. One more boy shredded. If you see Skeletor's abs, you'd be like, dang, Skeletor awesome. Some next level shit, right? But then I found out it was Leto. And I was like, oh, he's going to ruin the movie. He literally, if you look at his track record for movies after Fight Club, which actually didn't do too well when it first came out. People were shitting on it, and they booed it actually when it was actually first screened. They booed Fight Club, which for me is one of my top 5 most favorite movies ever fucking made. But it got booed. It got booed at the screening, which is wild because people didn't understand it. Probably they don't really understand movies, and that's why they were so upset. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, yeah, hard pass on the He-Man. Anyway, since Fight Club, pretty much he destroys movies. He literally makes movies terrible. He's like some kind of poison. If you put him in a movie, it's going to ruin the movie. And plus, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling some little kid being He-Man. I don't. If you had He-Man Masters of the Universe dolls like I did in '85, those dudes were so yoked. I mean, like they made Schwarzenegger look like he was like an amateur. And Dolph Lundgren is like the closest thing they come to it, because if you can get like remember the Barbarian Brothers back in the 80s? They made so many great films, and they were yoked out, but their dialogue and it wasn't very well. But you get somebody who's a yoked out, you find a yoked out dude that's got some dialogue, man. Yeah, I think you can go long way in films and making them look, at the appropriate size that they were as the toy. Obviously, you can't do it like the Barbie thing. You're not going to actually make somebody that nobody's going to be born that way. But what I'm saying, you can get close a little bit closer than what they just did. That's all I'm saying. Hard pass. Not going to see He-Man. If you go, let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure Garrett's probably going to go, so I'll hear from him and Cody. So we'll find out about that. I don't know. I did invite. I keep asking Garrett whenever he wants to, man. We have to figure out do a split screen or whatever. But I really want to do that movie show with him. I think it'd be a really, really great show and be a lot of fun to do. Yeah, I think we have a great time. He goes watch show, I go watch show, we meet. I think it'd be a cool show. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. If you guys saw the national championship, Indiana beat Miami. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The Indiana quarterback, I really, really like that kid, and he did say will be going to the NFL next year. His story is great because he got passed on by like basically every single college. His first starts were Cal, and I think he went 0-4. The 4 starts he got and was sacked 41 times. Like this kid was like his career was just. Then he goes over to Indiana, which is like one of the worst teams in college football, and then bam, 16-0. Like I think only 3 or 2 other colleges have ever done that in the history of football. So college football. So that's pretty dope. Coach of the year. He's going to NFL. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this kid play in the NFL. It's going to be exciting. And as I like to say, guys, if you're ever out in the Phoenix area and you're like, hey, it's Sunday, I'm not normally around here, but I really want to go to church, hit me up. 9 a.m., 10:45. They do 2 services on Sunday. Let me know. We can go worship afterwards. I'll take you to lunch. We'll have a great time, or brunch, or whatever you want to do. It'll be awesome. You'll love this little area around here. City Church, anytime you're in Phoenix area or, just anywhere in Arizona, maybe you can drive out. Let me know. We'll go to church together. It will be freaking awesome. What am I watching on TV this week? Well, I'm watching The Chosen. That's my show. I'm on season 5. The entire season is just the Last Supper. That's what the whole episode 5, season 5 is. But from what they are saying, as I follow the director and stuff like that on X, that they're going to do 7 seasons. So I'm excited because that is a really, really well done show, just like the Book of David. I think they did an incredible job, and looking forward to continue watching it. So I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And then once I get finished up on that, then we'll start watching Landman. But there's one thing that we have been sneaking in because it's one of those shows that's our show. It's Love Island UK All Stars. Season 3 is out, and we started watching that. It's funny because I watched that and I'm like laughing my ass off at these people, and then I put The Chosen on and I'm crying. Every episode it gets me, man. I love that show, and it was cool too because there's a lot of people in my screenwriting class that also watched the show, and a lot of my friends watch it, which is so freaking dope. I love that show. Oh, there's an app where they where like Chris Pratt and the guy who plays Jesus in The Chosen, where they read Bible passages, and a bunch of other people do it. They're also Christians. And there's one on there where he does it in Aramaic, and I'm just like, bruh, I like almost lost it just listening to him, watching him read it from the Bible, but in Aramaic. I was just like, oh, that was pretty freaking awesome. That guy is an incredible actor. Oh, you know what? I just closed the session without even saying that. Drink him if you got him. Sorry, guys. Into that one. Before I think I was going to burp and cough. Let's see that. Hold on. Before those things with 3 things happening, like explode. You thought that when you was a kid. If you like a hiccup, burp, and fart at the same time, you'd blow up. Or if you swallowed a watermelon seed, it would grow in your stomach. Remember all the dumb shit you believed when you were a kid? Man, we were dumbass kids. Although I think I was actually after. I think I was a smart kid. And then after high school, I literally just kept getting dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. I think I did. Honestly, I just think I just kept getting dumber. Even though I was doing the military and doing all kinds of cool, successful stuff, I actually think I was mentally just getting dumber somehow. It's weird. It's just weird. I don't know why I'm holding on to my glasses this entire time. All right, guys, the last segment of the show this week in film school. And I have to say, this has been the most disappointing week that I've had. It was the NMF. The only thing it was like just a day, the worst day I've had since I started going to film school. Monday was also Monday was holiday, Martin Luther King Day. Tuesday I had my which should be my English class, but on Tuesday and Thursdays I have anatomy and physiology. And the anatomy and physiology, we have a doctor as our professor. And I just want to call her Dr. Professor. I'll wait till I get to know her a little bit more. But man, she's no joke. That class is no joke. This is going to be study, 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 study. Tomorrow morning when I get up at 6 a.m. Until I wake wifey up at 8:30, I'm going to be studying. Yeah, this is way, way more in depth than just my normal knowledge of anatomy and physiology. So I have to dig in because when we went to name certain things, I was disappointed in the fact that there were 6 parts of the body that were labeled that I didn't know the name of. I was so upset. Well, no, sorry, there were 6 names. They didn't have the body out. There were 6 names on this list, and they're all in Latin. And there were 6 of them I didn't know, and that was I was like, oh wow, I need to get I got this nose needs to be up in that book, like for real. So yeah, that looks like that's the one where I'm going to be diving into the books because wow, wow, did I forget a lot of body terms in Latin? Like no, like even like directional ones. I was like, bro, did I really get that wrong? I cannot. Wow. So yeah, in the books, I will be so in the books for anatomy and physiology. Yeah, man, wow. Shame on me in that. So Wednesday got my English class, and it was the English teacher I told you I wanted to have. I got her, and right out the gate, no bullshit. I love her. She is so freaking awesome. Just let you know how it is. She keeps it so real. I'm going to enjoy this English class much more than I did the one at Harvard Community College. That's for sure. And I'm not going to have Chris Rosari to rewrite my papers for me. I remember I had her, I needed her help so bad because I was bombing in that class. And so I wrote this paper, and then she read it. She was like, no. She took it home, and she came back the next day. And she gave me like a 5-page paper that she had typed out for me. And I turned it in. That was literally the only paper I passed. I think I got a passing grade in that class. I got a B on that thing because she didn't like write it full. She wrote it as if I wrote it, and I got a B on that. And yeah, thanks, Chris, for that. Appreciate you. I got it this time. I got the baton myself. I'm good. We're good. I got this. I'm gonna get through English this time with a proper grade. Oh boy, that is so funny. It's funny that so many people had no idea that happened in English. I didn't tell nobody, man. I was just like, wow, this is embarrassing. So funny. And then on Tuesday, I also have my script writing class. It's online. Our professor is still looking for a place for those who want to meet in person while the class is online. She says probably not this week, maybe week 3. We might have a room she's trying to reserve for us for those who want to go right there because I literally have 15 minutes to get from my anatomy and physiology class to a place where I can sit down. And I did it in the student center, and I just put my my ear things in, and when I talk, I get down to my computer, when I needed to speak. But I don't want to do that. I want to be in class and it's ready. And I want to be there with the professor and go over things and create. So yeah, man, yeah. So everything's going great. It's such a great week of school. Give me a sec. And I'm so excited because Friday is that class that I'm just like, man, this is so cool. This is a capstone class. We're going to take a script and we're gonna make it all the way through, right? I'm like, yo, this is gonna be dope. Well, I found out we're not just making one, but we're gonna be making 3 films. And I'm like, yo, this is even cooler, right? And we have 6 to choose from which ones we want to do. And I'm so excited. And I get to class and I walk in, and one of my buddies from my script writing class is already there. I'm like, oh man, this class is gonna be awesome. Okay, so this is a capstone class, right? So that means it's a production. You're producing a movie. You're starting from a script, and you're making sure the script is exactly where you want it. The team is, and you're filming it, you're editing it, and you're entering it into a film competition. This is a production. This Okay, so this is something you need to take very seriously, in my opinion. I take film very seriously. This is my passion. So first of all, 4 people. There's only 18 people in the class, right? 4 people show up late, and not just like, oh, it's a minute late. They show up late, and I'm like, bro, I would have fired you right on the fucking spot. The second you stepped in that office in my production, your ass would have been fucking right the way out, and I'd had somebody else's ass in there. That is one thing. I got this from being in the military. I got this from my dad being in the military. It's in my blood. You never late. And this is a production. This is the first day of the production meeting, and you're already fucking late. So right there, I'm already like, all right, these 4 motherfuckers I don't even want to work with. And then the instructors start talking about stuff, and I'm just like, man, you guys really have a lot of negative shit to say. I'm taking notes on negative shit that they're writing, that they're talking about. Then we start going over people's scripts, and they literally try to make everything like it's not. When somebody has a script, it's theirs. It's a piece of them. They created this. When you're giving feedback, your feedback isn't to change their fucking story. It's to help the story, whatever it's missing. That's what you're supposed to do. These motherfuckers were just like sharks ripping people's, like, no, do it this and do. I'm just like, what the fudge is going on here, man? This is terrible. I can't, like, the vibe was just getting worse and worse and worse as the day went on. I'm just like, bro, I'm starting tripping out. I'm like, I'm only like, what, 2.5 hours in. I've already texted the wife. I'm like, yo, I think I'm gonna have to dump this class. This place has such bad energy, and just I was just like, and then when you start to interact with some of the people, you're like, bro, did you sleep? Like, did you literally sleep in your car upside down in that for the last 7 days and just wake up from some weird coma? I'm like, do you have respect for yourself? And it's just like, bro, it just kept getting worse and worse. And I was just like, man, I don't even know if I don't even want to be here. Got through the whole thing, man, and I couldn't get out there quick enough. And the whole time I'm just stressing out, like, bro, this is like 4 credits. This is huge. I don't want to pay back money. I don't know what's going on. I got to drop. I don't know. I'm gonna drop the class. Wife was like, pray on it. I'm like, all right, we'll see. I was stressing out so bad about this thing that when I got up this morning, was thinking about when I'm going to, just do. Am I going to send an email, or what am I going to do? I got a nosebleed. I had a nosebleed for like 3 hours. I was stressing out so bad about this fucking class that I was so excited for. All I wanted to this class. When I heard about this class, I was like, this is something I'm talking about. Getting to a capstone 2 years before missing a year. This is going to be so freaking dope. And then I was so disappointed with just I don't know, man. I've been to so many production meetings on so many different levels, and I'm like, wow. I don't think I want to make there are maybe 3 or 4 people in that entire room that I would have made a film with. That's it. That is it. And that was just heartbreaking. That hurt me so bad, man. Like, literally, I was stressing out so bad. I literally was contemplating from last night, from the drive home, well, just in class in general, the drive home last night into this morning, before I went in there and dropped the class. I wanted to drop that class, like, literally just stressing the freak out about it. But yeah, I can't put myself through that, because I would be, by the time class, man, I would snap on somebody, and I just like, I can't work in this environment. Yeah, it's just, and the thing was, like, there was 2 stories that I thought were like freaking awesome. I was like, man, and one of them was with somebody I worked with before, my friend Logan, and I was like, I would love to make this for her, and if she needed me to be part of it, somehow, like with acting or something, I would do that, but I'm not working. I can't. No, I have not. I just gotta just for my own self. I cannot do that. No, I can't. So here we are. I'm dropping that class. So now my Fridays will be free again. So we will be going back to 5 p.m. next Friday with your favorite Needless Actor, episode 235. But yeah, I had to share the story with you guys. Just like I couldn't do it. I was not for me, man. Not for me. It just did not feel right. And that's something I learned, man. If your gut tells you something, it's telling you something for a reason. And yeah, everything is telling me, pointing to me from what I understand, from what I'm feeling. I had to let it go. I probably have to pay some money back to the government, but I don't care, man. I really seriously. Well, here's your $700 back. Or 1,000, whatever it is. Here you go, bro. I can't remember how classes cost. Here you go. Yeah, man. But I get to keep my book money because that class didn't need a book. I already bought 2 books. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that book. That book still doesn't come in for my anatomy and physiology class. But the cool thing is through the library, I can use it the first chapter online. The full first chapter online, and then if I need to, I can go in there for 2 hours and check it out while I'm in the library to do my classwork. I'd rather not do it that way. I'd rather have my book myself so I can do my thing. That's all good. Get a sip of water. I hope it didn't bring the mood down too much. Let me give thanks. Oh man. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Or the rest of your weekend. Usually start that on a Friday. Yeah, and if the bad weather's coming, man, brace up, get ready. Get ready to go. Make sure you got your candles, your flashlight, your extra snacky snacks, your jalapeno tequila. Make sure you got all that stuff. Get the misses, get all comfy, you know what I'm saying? And you guys have a safe, great weekend. As a matter of fact, after the storm blows over at that 2 a.m. thing tomorrow, when you get up and after you guys have your coffee, shoot me a text and let me know that you guys are safe. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out on a Saturday afternoon. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I can't find my mouse. There it is. I'm out this. What?